Hey man, just giving you a quick call. I just wanted to let you know that you are so close, dude. You're so much closer than you think. A lot of these big goals that we've had and these big aspirations, they're right around the corner for you, dude. So you just cannot give up. So stoked for you to see this. P.S. We bought a Lambo. So keep going, bro. We'll talk soon. Peace.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Bryson. This is the Bryson Everyday Project podcast. This podcast is a little bit different than other ones out there. Here, I only focus on documentation. I don't focus on quality or being professional or being entertaining. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I'd love for you to stick around and give the show a listen. You can also follow me on Instagram at BRQUSE. Thank you so much. Here's the show.
Yo, what's going on? I feel like the last week or two of podcasts have been so half-assed. I've done them right before bed. I've done them not a lot of thought. I've always said, oh, it's going to be quick. I mean, I guess that was the vision from the start, but I just kind of feel like I haven't gone into depth on things that I should be going into depth on. But regardless, I'm on my way to the gym. And I hate to say this because it's embarrassing given the fact of how this entire show started, based on entrepreneurship, personal development, and 75 Hard. That was how it all started. And I want to say ever since I stopped with fitness coaching, my commitment to the gym, I guess, has taken a back seat. Not to the point where, I haven't been once in, 5 months or whatever. But I've gone, I haven't gone this week. I didn't go last week. So I think the week before, maybe even the week before that. Very embarrassing to say. But I'm just going to explain my thought process and why that is. So everything that I'm doing, that I'm trying to build, I truthfully feel like I need to be spending every waking hour. Well, that's not true. I feel like I need to be spending as much time as I can, realistically, outside of, eating food and taking a shit, going to the gym, even though I'm not going to the gym, and doing all that, spending as much time as I could. And unfortunately for me, in my brain, it's a worthy trade-off temporarily to get the hour and a half, 2 hours back per day when you account for drive time and going to the gym and all that stuff. And God damn, dude, I don't know if you guys can hear that. I've got 3 garage door openers in my car right now because I got to keep track of 2 to return to my old place and then 1 for my new place that I don't need because my fucking car can do it. And it's nothing special, I guess, because Lexi's car can do it too. Not talking shit on Lexi's car, but I thought that I drove a Tesla and that was a fancy new feature for Teslas, but I guess everybody can do it. And I took the wrong turn all good. I think I did. Yep, sure did. Well, let's go ahead and figure out where the fuck we're going real quick. Going to the gym in Bountiful. That's one thing I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to the gym in Bountiful. It's EOS Fitness. And, well, shouldn't have said that. Everyone knows where I hit the gym. Excellent. Oh, well, dude, come say what's up. So I'm going there. And it's, in my opinion, the best gym around here. And I've always lived not really conveniently located to it, but now that I live closer, right now it's a 13-minute drive, so I'm pretty pumped about that. So hopefully the gym now that I go to is just a super nice one. Not to mention I do have the freedom to go at whatever time I desire, so that's awesome. But yeah, anyway, the last few shows, okay, going back to what I was saying, so in my mind, it was like, I'm going to take as much time as I can to build this thing. And then if the gym suffers in my mind, it was like, I'm just going to, take, this quarter off the gym in my mind. Obviously I don't want to do that, but the rate at which your body loses muscle relative to how often you have been lifting is so slow. It's so little. It's not a really big concern. I actually measured my arms for the first time in I don't know how long, but they've always kind of been around 16 inches. And I measured a week ago and they were 15 and a half. So obviously every inch matters. I'm not trying to even be funny with that, but every inch matters. But if I lost half an inch in, I don't know, 3 months, I feel like that's fine because muscle memory is a thing. I talked about that a lot on the show. And holy fuck, it's hot in here. I don't know why it's so goddamn hot in here. Hold on. Okay, I think we're good. Anyway, so I'm not really worried about gaining the size and strength back. Matter of fact, I think I just care less about the overall. Like, obviously, I want to compete again. I think it'd be great, but let me rephrase that. So I don't not care about my physical fitness or anything like that. What I don't care about is being the biggest guy in the gym, being the strongest guy in the gym, because that was an obsession of mine for a while. And, I wanted to compete. I was going to take the steroid route. I was going to do all that. And I just decided against it. And now, truthfully, what I care about is just being mobile. I care about, flexibility, not being in pain. Because I was moving my stuff into my house with my family the other day. And long story short, I tweaked my back. And a lot of pain. Again, it's to that level of that almost debilitating pain. It's the best way I know how to explain it. And it's frightening because it comes and goes. Fortunately, today I think I can say that I'm on the up and up. I feel much better. And I think I'm definitely going to be back to like 90% tomorrow, which is cool. But I woke up today and I felt pretty good. So that's not why I haven't been hitting the gym. It's absolutely irrelevant because even when I was in the severe pain, I was still hitting the gym. And matter of fact, that's how I fixed it. I haven't told the story in a little bit, but my back super painful, couldn't do anything, couldn't bend over, couldn't pick shit up. And one day I'm doing incline dumbbell bench press at the old Gold's Gym in Roy, Utah, before it was EOS, and I kick the left dumbbell up because I'm doing incline dumbbell press, and that I get it to my shoulder, and then I do the same thing with the right hand. And when I did it with the right hand, something happened. It wasn't a snap or a pop. I don't know how to explain it, but it was like someone pulled a knot so tight that it undid itself. You know those knots I'm talking about? That's the best way I can explain it. That's what happened. And ever since then, the pain had gone away. I mean, it comes back here and there, and it's shitty. But for the most part, ever since that happened, I would say 90% of the time I'm pain-free. Not 100%, but it's pretty much normal life. I mean, I can twist and bend the wrong way, and, I can feel it. But so that I haven't told that story in a minute, but that's kind of what happened. So ever since then, there's maybe been, maybe 4 times where it's flared up to the level that it was at. But every time it goes away after a few days. And thankfully that is the case again. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just weird bending and lifting. I don't know. I really don't know. And I'm going to make a joke about this. Probably not the funniest thing, but I was going to say I can go to the doctor and have him check it out. But guess what? Your boy don't got insurance anymore. So not a huge deal. I don't remember the last time that I went to a doctor for the sake of going to the doctor for a health checkup or whatever. Every time I've been sick, I just tough it out. I don't take any pills. I don't take any meds. I have the eye doctor, which is separate from what I'm talking about. And then I have the dentist, which if you do count those, and I've been to the dentist and the eye doctor 6 times in the last year. So actual doctor, the one that's the most expensive thing to pay for, I haven't done shit. Whatever. But anyway, I guess that's a pro of taking care of yourself. You just taking better care of yourself than otherwise. But anyway, so yesterday, I didn't really touch on this a whole lot, but yesterday I was trying my hardest to set something up for Trey. It wasn't working. There's a Model S right to the left of me. Dude, so sick. Okay, anyway, it wasn't working. I couldn't transfer anything over, and the things that I could transfer over, it didn't make sense because it wasn't linked up. None of the relations and the roll-ups and stuff were attached. It would have been a nightmare to set up one by one, and so I'm not doing that. And I even said that to him I sent him a video explaining what was happening, and yeah, so it's just annoying. And so I made an offer. I said, hey man, if you want, the whole project's going to be done in the next month or so. If you want to just wait till then, I'll send you the full thing. And then it'll be in one go. And he didn't respond at all, but he did send a text in his operations team group chat, and he just said, hey, Notion is free to use again. Bryson was unable to update everything just due to some errors. So, and then he said, Bryson, please let us know when you're able to update it so that we can take Notion off or whatever, take the day off of Notion or whatever. And I actually read the second text before the first one in the morning. It's first thing in the morning, and it just instantly pissed me off. Because I was like, he didn't even respond, and then he says, oh, no worries, we'll just wait until you get it fixed. That just pissed me the fuck off, because if you read the text, like, it doesn't just fix it the next day because it's a new day. Got to go through the support, got to figure out what they think, got to trial and error, got to troubleshoot shit. Not to mention, I'm already over on hours, but probably 5. And it's Wednesday. It was Wednesday yesterday. Today's Thursday, I believe. I guess yesterday was Wednesday and today is Thursday. Huh? So, yeah, that pissed me off. All good. Anyway. So today I spent a good chunk of time actually talking with Corin about everything that we're working on and building. I messaged him yesterday. I was like, hey man, how's it going? Just want to see how you're feeling with everything. And he said, hey man, I haven't had anything to do. You said you've been doing this, so I don't know which direction to go, so I haven't done anything. And I was like, dude, all good. I appreciate you saying that. I haven't given you any direction at all, so that's my fault. And small things like that kind of open my eyes of, I guess, what's required to be in this leadership position where I'm giving instructions to other people on how to build or do or operate or whatever, especially when it's my vision and my goal and ultimately my business and my baby, So I was like, all right, here we go. What do you love to do right now, and what do you not like to do? And he said, I like to do this, this, and this, don't like to do this, this, and this. And I was like, okay, perfect. Let's have you focus on doing this because you like it. Let's do that. And then, for the time being, we'll just try to focus on what you're great at and just kind of double down on your strengths. And then the things that you don't like or you don't want to do, whatever, it's inevitable that we'll have to do them for sure. There's no doubt about it. But I think I would just rather him tell me what he likes to do and what he feels like he's good at, and then just have him do that for now. And I sent a follow-up text, and I was like, I would love for you to do only the things that you want to do, but it is inevitable that we run into some very tedious or monotonous or crazy, frustrating, annoying things. So I just wanted to put that out there. And he says, yeah, I appreciate you for this. So we got some kind of schedule figured out. So between certain hours, it's expected that we both respond. Between other hours, it's expected that, I'm sleeping or he's sleeping, or for whatever reason, we're just not going to respond. So we came to that agreement today, came to the agreement on checking up every now and then, just keeping communication steady, because we were both like, yeah, I'll send a message, and then you don't get it for the next 12 hours, and you respond, but then I don't get it because I'm going to sleep, whatever else. And I'm like, yeah, let's fix that. So yeah, just tiny little things here and there that I think I'm slowly picking up on and learning about trying to lead. I mean, I say lead a team, but it's me and him. And truthfully speaking, I still feel like it's me because he's brand new at a lot of this stuff. And, if we can't come to an agreement on any kind of compensation, or if we're unable to start selling this sooner than later, then I don't want to make him stay around and work for free. That's not what I'm about. But if he wants to, then I would love to have him on board and then, reward him with time. But, yeah. So today I spent a good chunk of time kind of working with charts and graphs, making sure that data looked and made sense when you looked at it. And holy fuck, I found out something incredible. So Notion AI, I guess they're slowly rolling out different parts of it to different, I don't know. They're just rolling it out. So I guess you could just say that means certain people have it, certain people don't. No rhyme or reason as to why or who. It's just random luck of the draw. Because, for example, on Mina's profile, on Mina's Notion, I had it, never really used it. And then on mine, I didn't. On PT Dom's, I didn't. On Dawson's, I didn't. And then Trey, I didn't. So I was like, why do I only have it on Mina? So I just thought it was like a plan for me. So I didn't even look into it. But now that I have access to it, I have been messing around with it. And it is wonderful. It is wonderful. There's 40 graphs and charts and whatever else on a page. And I said, hey, can you recolor all the titles, but only if they're this way and that way? And also put those titles within the call-out box that's right beneath it. And then also, can you change the color of every single graph to match the color of the header so it all is uniform? And while you're at it, can you have the descriptions and use proper context? Use the context to make a proper description of what the graph is. And it was a slow-ass response, probably like a full minute. That's funny because that's slow, 1 minute. But it did exactly that perfectly. Exactly what I asked. And I was like, no shit. That just saved me 3 hours worth of work. It just did it in 5 total minutes. And I was like, dude, where's this been? And so I don't know what it can do, what everything it can do, but it sure as hell can do a lot more than I thought it could. And so I'm pretty pumped about that because I will be using and abusing the shit out of that. And the gym is packed. Why? Oh, is it October 1st? Hey, what's today? October 2nd? Today is October 2nd. So I was going to say it's the 1st. Everyone's got to go on the fucking 1st. I haven't been to the gym in so long. Feels so long. Okay, well, I just pulled up to the gym. I'm going to try to wrap this up. So anyway, that's what's been going on with training Corin. That's what's been going on with me building what I'm building. I was actually running through the list of things to have him build, and I was going through the list, and I came to the realization that there's not really much else that is absolutely important that we nail down, that we create or build. I mean, there's a handful of things, but they're just not absolutely necessary right now. So I think if we were just focused on polishing up everything that we do have right now, I think that I would feel comfortable selling it. And then with time we can add on more, and then the price would go up and blah, blah, blah. But we'll figure that out. But yeah, I'm pretty pumped about that because, like I said, I was going through the list and I was like, okay, we have this is done, cool, that's done. And not important, but we can do it, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, so it's very close. All we have to do is just polish it up, make all the automations work, make sure every chart looks the way that it should, make sure that everything, this is basic, but make sure every calculation is correct, make sure that everything works the way that it should, try to mess with things, try to break things to see what happens if it does, see how we can fix the problems that are inside of it already, and then go from there. So anyway, that's pretty much all of what's been happening. Moving in with Lexi, doing a little bit of here's and there's of getting the house set up, unpacking, buying small things that we need. Between a very nice date night that we had, moving into this place, buying a washer and dryer, buying the electrical outlet for my car, which was installed yesterday, and then paying rent for my old place, and then paying rent for my new place. Between all of that, close to $6,000, which is kind of shitty. And I talked about this last night, but $6,000. I only include the day. The date was wonderful. I would do it again. I only include the day because it was the most I've ever spent on a date ever in my life. And I don't know if I share this, but it was $160, including a tip for 2 people. I've never done that in my life ever. And I took a photo of it because part of me is like, hell yeah, I'm a fucking high roller. I'm paying over $100, almost $200 for dinner. I'm the fucking man. And then the other part of me is like, goddamn, bro. But yeah, it's cool. I'm not complaining whatsoever. I think it's cool. It is a lot of money, but it was worth it. I would do it again. So, but yeah, all of those things combined, and then what the fuck is going on here, dude? My car. Hold on. I'm trying to just see my battery. Oops, shit. What the hell's going on? Energy. Hold on, guys. I don't know what's going on. What was I just saying? Okay, I'm done with this. Yeah, all of that combined with the fact that I don't work for PT Dom anymore or Dawson, and my income, I have one more check for my job left, and then that stops. So it's kind of like I lost 3 jobs in the span of a week and dropped $6,000 on multiple things. So when you on paper, like lost 3 jobs, spent $6,000, bummer. Dude, that sucks. But in another perspective, it is very cool that I had $6,000 to be able to afford all these things, you know? Because I think younger me would have heard $6,000 and said, "Oh, can't, I'm out. Break up with everybody, cancel the job, cancel the dreams, cancel it, and just go get a job and make money." I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, I'm about to go into the gym now. So wish me luck. Hopefully I don't fuck up my back even more. But I'm just going to do a quick and light shoulder and probably chest. And then maybe a little abs. I don't know. Probably just superset everything. And then go my ass home and continue working. So I didn't really finish the point I was making earlier about wanting to work as much as I could to, and then understanding that it's just for a season of life. But I do think that it would be beneficial for me to incorporate just more non-work things into my life again, because that's all I've been doing. So, I'm not going to lie, being able to game, whether that's on my iPad or my computer or even my phone, whether that's chess or RuneScape or whatever, that has actually kind of given me more excitement throughout the day, because I'm able to kind of game sometimes while also working. And again, it's one of those things where certain parts of the game I can click a button and then walk away for up to 10 minutes and still make progress in the game, and it's a lot of fun. And then that way, during breaks like right now, like I'm probably going to hit the gym, go home and eat. If I have time, I'll probably just game for like an hour. And then after that's up, because it seems like 1 to 4-ish is kind of the time that I take a break, 12 to 4, 12 to 3, whatever that time frame. Once that time frame is up, then I just go back to work, and then I just like it. And it's working for me. It's making me feel like I'm not just working all the time, but it's interesting because I love to work. It's what I would rather do, but it's exciting nonetheless. So that, and then maybe hitting the gym more, and then maybe downloading some kind of book and then reading that, or audiobook, I don't know, trying to go through it. Just stuff like that, I think it'll be more beneficial for me. Not to mention I live with Lexi now, so I would love to be able to not have to do shit when she gets home. That way it's just, one-on-one time. I don't think that'll be that way for a while, because I really do want to use as much time as I can for working. And at the moment, it seems like I'm starting work around 6, and then around 12 or 1, I stop. And then from 4, before moving in with Lexi, it was 4 to 9 work, 9 to 10 podcast, and get ready for bed. So now that I do live with Lexi, she gets home around 6:30-ish. So if I were to stop doing everything, that would shave off 2.5 hours, 3.5 hours-ish per night, which per week is 24.5 hours, which is a lot. It's per month, it's 100 hours. That's a lot of time. So I do think for the time being, it will be kind of hit and miss. So like she'll come home, do her thing. I'm still working. We'll eat dinner together, so you can shave off like 30 minutes there. Maybe I got to help with this. I'm going to help with that. Or maybe we're going to go out to eat, or we're going to go on a date night because we didn't get to on Saturday, whatever. I think that's fine. So I think it is still kind of a hit hours wise, but everything else, I think I just need to keep everything the same for how it is, at least for until I can start selling this thing. And then once I can start selling this thing, then that's a whole different realm. And so I am for certain committing to this being done by the end of the month. Not the last day of the month, but like it will be done this month. It has to be. So I'm going to do everything in my power to make that happen. So yeah, because the sooner that I can make just one fucking sale, just the greater we'll be all around. I like to think that if I have one really good day where I make 10 sales, that's $50,000, assuming I sell for 5,000. That's just the amount of money that I would make in a full year working 40-hour work weeks every day, except weekends, for a full year. And to think that I can make that in an afternoon with 10 sales calls, that is absolutely insane to me. So I just want to make that vision, that dream, that fairy tale a reality. Because if I can make 50 grand in an afternoon, fuck, dude, that's insane. I don't even know what I would do. If I'm looking at my bank and it has $50,000, what am I doing? I don't know. I wouldn't buy anything. I'd probably pay off everything that I owe. I think that might, I don't even know. I'd probably put it into savings or something. Put it into, buy a bunch of dividend producing stocks. I don't know. If I bought 12 stocks, we'll just do easy math. If I bought 10 stocks, it has to be 12. If I bought 12 stocks, let's just say it was 60 grand, just, mental masturbation here. If I made 60 grand and I bought 5 stocks, 5 dividend producing stocks every month for the full year, that means I could put $1,000 into each stock, because that's 60 total stocks. So $1,000, if they're all yielding, we'll just say 2%, we'll just say 3%, then that would be $30 times, so that'd be $180 a month of income from just dividends. I think I did that math correct. So $180 every month for just simply putting money into dividends. That's it. Into stocks that produce dividends. And so that's kind of a cool thought. I'd probably do that just to get some, I don't know what I would do. I really don't know. But if I have 60 grand in my account right now, I don't know. I really don't know what I would do. And that could be the new norm. And I just got to keep on going. So your new norm, remember that one? Okay, anyway, that's it. I think I caught up on a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's it. Appreciate you guys listening. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.